What is up, you guys, and welcome back to Social B with GT. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys have given this channel so far, as well as my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram yet, I will leave that social media handle somewhere here so you guys can follow me on there. I'll be sharing some more tips, I'll be sharing some of my content creation work. I'll also be giving updates as to when my videos go live and what topics I wanted to discuss, so make sure you're following me on there so you guys can kind of jump into the conversation and give me some feedback as to what you guys would like to see next. So for today's video, we are going to be discussing what social media handles should you be on. Whether it's for your business or for your personal profile, we all want to know what social media handles we should be on and how we kind of decide on which ones we should be on. So in this video, I will be covering how you kind of figure that out, how many you should be on, and which ones might be the best ones for you. So let's jump right into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So one of the first things you want to do is ask, where is your audience and where are they searching the most? You need to consider where your demographic is. So for example, for Snapchat, most people who are on Snapchat are actually under the age of 25, and more than half of those people are not graduated yet. So that definitely tells you that it's a much younger demographic. So if you're trying to sell something that not a lot of people who are under the age of 25 can afford or would be interested in, Snapchat might not be something that you want to be paying much attention to when it comes to advertising on social media. And another example would be Facebook. A lot of the older generation would be on Facebook just because Facebook was one of the first social medias that came about, and some people are just catching on to how Facebook works and stuff like that. So if you're trying to reach more of an older demographic, the new things such as Instagram and Snapchat might not be where they are. So if you're targeting that demographic, make sure you're shifting it a little bit more to the Facebook side. The main point is pay attention to where your demographic is, and that'll give you a little bit of a better idea of where you should be. Next question that I want you to ask yourself is, what social media handles are best for you? A lot of the times we'll hear people talk about the newest social media that just came out. We'll also hear what's working best for them and their business. But what you need to remember is that not all social medias work for every single person. That kind of touches on a point that I'll touch on a little bit later. You don't necessarily want to jump on what the newest trends are. A lot of people think that when this social media comes out or when that social media comes out, you need to jump right on it right away and get yourself a social media handle, but that's not the case, and I'll touch on that a little bit more further into the video. You want to think of the kind of content that you're going to be sharing with your audience. So for example, if you are comfortable in front of the camera or speaking through a video, YouTube would be something that's great for you. It's another way for you to interact with your audience, and it's just something that you would really enjoy doing. So if you're not very comfortable in front of a camera or you're not very comfortable speaking in general, YouTube might not be something that you want to put yourself into. You don't want to put yourself in an awkward situation or something where you're not going to perform at your best. Another example would be if you're really into the infographics and you want to lead people to a certain link, something like Pinterest would be very beneficial, just because Pinterest is very well known for their infographics and click-through traffic. And then another thing you could think about is, what kind of audience are you trying to target? So for example, with Pinterest again, over 60% of the users on Pinterest are women. So if you're trying to target the female demographic, Pinterest would be a great choice for that. If it's going to be quick or you're going to be updating people on a regular basis, Twitter would be another great tool for you, just because those are more for the breaking news kind of content and to direct people to a link really quickly. If you're someone who likes to write long paragraphs, Twitter might not be something for you. Twitter could lead you to that next social media platform, but it might not be the #1 platform. So like I said, you need to really think of what suits you the best. You want to think about your creativity, how you want to deliver the content to your audience, what you're most comfortable with and what you're most comfortable with learning more about, and if it's something you're really going to enjoy, because if you enjoy doing something, you perform a lot better at it. So you want to make sure it's a social media handle that you're going to enjoy yourself. Alright, so let's jump into what each social media handle is good for. I'll be covering 7 different social media handles and kind of touching base on what exactly those social media handles are kind of well known for and what they're good at. Start with Facebook. Facebook is great to connect with your personal life. It's kind of turned into a scrapbooking template, so it's where you share your memories, connect with old family members or friends. I know for me personally, I use my Facebook more for my personal side of things. Facebook is great as a social home for a business platform. As you guys may or may not know, there's business pages, and that allows people to message you, browse your products, or chat with you online. However, when it comes to the business pages for Facebook, you want to make sure that you're engaging with people, so commenting back, answering questions. You want to make sure that you're uploading interesting and engaging content. Twitter's great for instant news, those breaking news kind of things where you want to let people know right away. Twitter is very popular in the States, and that is kind of where everyone will get that gossip or the news on anything that's kind of happening in the world. Twitter is the first one to let people know, and then they'll normally add a link So if you're gonna be that type to kind of add breaking news kind of stuff. And of course for Twitter, you do have to be very engaging, as you only have 140 characters to share something that people are gonna be interested in. You need to be very creative with your 140 characters, that's for sure. Instagram, we all know Instagram is a photo sharing program that is free, that is available only on your phones. You can access it through the computer, however, it's not as friendly as your phone would be. Instagram is great for real-time videos and photos. It has become more of a business platform as well. For the most part, Instagram was created to just basically share your life through photos, and now they've added IG stories, just kind of like Snapchat, where you can kind of share in the moment kind of things. You can live stream, but for the most part, it's just a photo sharing program. So most of your content needs to be very engaging photos, which will create people to want to look at the rest of your content. LinkedIn is more of a business and professional platform, and it's more for the serious people who really want to advance in their careers. It's more on the serious side. You can't really be posting just a selfie of you or anything like that on your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to keep it very professional. YouTube, which is what we're using at the moment. It is the second largest search engine aside from Google. I mean, even for myself, whenever I need to know something, I do YouTube it most of the time, then Google it, depending on what I'm searching for. But YouTube is a great social media handle to be on, as long as you can visually show something to your audience. Again, you do need to be comfortable in front of the camera or speaking through a mic and projecting a visual way. But YouTube is definitely a great way to just be searched and for your content to come up for whatever that person may be searching for. There's over 100 hours of video that gets uploaded to YouTube every minute, so you can imagine how much content there is out there. Like I said, if you have something that you can show visually, YouTube is a great platform to be on. Pinterest focuses heavily on visual content as well. However, it's turning more into a social shopping kind of platform. They have added the buy button now, so it's kind of like a new way to shop online. A lot of people will use it to draft their inspiration for interior designing or weddings or events or anything like that. Kind of where a lot of people get their ideas, just in general. And again, a lot of infographics on there and stuff like that, and all photos actually lead to a link, so it's a great way to drive traffic from a graphic to your website. Snapchat is great for instant messaging. You can send photos of yourself, videos of yourself, and it's a very in the moment kind of idea. So Snapchat is definitely a great way to interact with your audience through pictures or videos. A lot of people are actually asking the question through social media whether Instagram Live is better or Snapchat is better. There's definitely an answer to it, and I'll be happy to answer that. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see that for next Wednesday's video. So that's kind of the brief overview of what each social media handle is good for. Obviously, each social media is expanding what you can do with each of them more and more as the competition rises, but those were the main points that each social media handle is good for. Alright, so now here are my 4 top tips when it comes to picking which social media handles you should be on. So my number 1 tip right off the bat would be, don't sign up for all social media handles. Think about it this way, it's better for you to be amazing at 2 or 3 rather than mediocre at 3 to 5. I say this to people all the time, quality over quantity hands down when it comes to anything really. But when we're talking social media wise, sometimes when people sign up for way too many social media handles, they tend to lack creativity, engagement, and consistency. And you definitely don't want that when it comes to having social media handles, especially if they're going to represent a business or your personal brand, whatever it may be, because that does give an impression to your audience. They want to be following people that are going to be consistent at delivering content. That is why they're going to subscribe to you, follow you, like you, or whatever it may be. So keep that in mind when you are trying to figure out which social media handles you should be on. Please note that you do not just share the same content on every social media handle. This is something that I will touch on in the future as well, but a lot of people think that you can just share content from Instagram to Facebook to Twitter, but you don't want to share the exact same thing across all the social media handles, or else why would people want to check out your other social media handles? Does that make sense? You want to give people a reason why they should check out your YouTube opposed to just your Instagram. You want to give people a reason to check out your Facebook page rather than just your Instagram again. You really need to differentiate all those social media handles so that there's a reason why people should subscribe to more than one of your social media handles. Because if you're going to provide the same information all across the board, then why would they follow more than just one when they can get all the information on just one platform? Again, I can go more into depth as to what kind of content you should be posting on each social media handle in a future video. So again, let me know in the comments down below if you guys like. My second tip would be asking yourself what social media handle is best for you and for your business. With all the information that I have just given you in regards to what social media is best at, think about what is more suited for whatever you're trying to advertise in the social media world. And think about what you'd enjoy working on when it comes to growing it, creating it, all that good stuff. You want to make sure that you will enjoy it and that you are willing to learn more about it as it evolves. Third tip that I'm going to give you guys is make a plan. When people sign up for all these social media handles, they can get very overwhelmed and they start to lose focus of what they wanted to deliver on their social media platforms. And then that's when people start to just share the same thing across the board, which, like I just said, is not what you want to do. You definitely have a plan for each social media handle. How many times you want to post, to what kind of content you want to be posting, and what days of the week you're going to devote time to thinking of these content creation, and how much time you're going to be spending on these social medias. You need to be engaging with people, you need to be researching on what the newest trends are, things like that. You definitely need to have a plan in front of you so you don't lose focus on the bigger picture. Plan will definitely help you keep you focused so that you can build your social media handles in the most effective and efficient way. Last tip, so tip number 4, social media takes time. A lot of people lose their patience when it comes to social media, and this is why a lot of them will stop putting effort into their social medias a few weeks or a few months in from signing up. You need to understand that social media takes so much time and so much effort, and don't get frustrated. Growth will happen as long as you stay consistent, you continue to provide quality content, and that you give your 100% when it comes to managing these social media handles. Alright guys, so that is my rundown on what social media handles you should be on. I hope this video helped you guys kind of think about what social media handles you should be on and what you shouldn't be on, how many you should have, and what is best for you and your business. If there are any more questions that you guys want me to cover in regards to this topic, please let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you guys don't miss out on any new topics coming up. And if you guys know somebody who would benefit from this video, please don't hesitate to share this with them, and I hope to help even more people with their social media marketing skills. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday for another video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, there's always growth and opportunity out there in the social media world. You just gotta do it right. Bye!